So this is our full body workout, which we can do on field with teams, and we can also do just at home. And we're basically going to address just about every muscle in the body, combination of leg, arm, pushing, pulling exercises. So in standing, we need to understand how to get our alignment. And first, we want to basically just get nice and tall. I've got this stick in behind my back here, so I can feel a little bit of space between my hand and my low back. Tucking my ribs in, drawing the shoulder blades back, getting nice and tall, nodding the chin in. So now I have a really good alignment. So alignment, bracing, I want to get nice and strong, like I could take a punch here or from the side. Tightening that side up involves kind of like a hollowing action, sucking in below the belt line. So that feels more firm. And this does not change your alignment. And then you're going for breathing, so alignment, bracing, and breathing. It's good to practice this setup a little bit before we get started into a lot of our exercises like deadlifts and squats. So deadlift is going to be the first one that we look at here. We've got the stick on our back, so form training for deadlift. Really nice to have that stick, so it gives you contact on 3 points: pelvis, mid-back, and back of the head. And again, starts with queuing up all of that alignment, and then getting that breathing pattern. Reaching your sit bones for the wall. So if you've stepped about 1 foot distance away from the wall, you should probably be able to get your sit bones to just touch the wall. And as I'm doing this, ideally there's no change in the position or alignment of my spine whatsoever. One of the key cues here is that towards the bottom I have to really engage the hip flexors actively to kind of flex the pelvis forward in order to keep that straight spinal alignment. And that's why this is one of the most valuable athletic training exercises or functional training exercises that we can do. Teaching the hips how to work in relation to a stable core. Okay, so that's our stick deadlift. Next one we're going to look at is just an eccentric push-up. So from this kind of setup position, we can get our back all nice and aligned. And again, I could have somebody come in with a stick to put put that in contact with my back and show all of that alignment, or coaches can do that, or friends can help you with that. From that position, we get our bracing, our breathing, then just lower down. Emphasis here is on the eccentric and on that core bracing and breathing. So we can slow this down, like as much as you can really slow it down and still be smooth and controlled in your motion. Because this isn't really about how many reps that you do. It's just about how you control your alignment and your bracing. And being nice and fluid in your motion. Okay, so that's our eccentric push-up. Next up, we've got our air squat. So this is just technique training for squat. Again, starting with our alignment cues. Little lordosis in the low back, tucking the ribs in. arms straight out, but shoulder blades retracted gently. So we're in a neutral position. We're not all the way cranked back, we're not forward. Nice and tall, chin knotted in, then bracing, breathing. And in the lower portion of the squat, maybe around here, you start to encounter a bit of resistance. You can engage that same hip flexion, trying to pull deeper into the squat, the same way that we did in the deadlift. So you're activating your hip flexor muscles. And if you don't know how to do that, ask somebody who knows. Try to get some help on that, because that's extremely helpful in developing your squat mobility. Now look from the side. Okay, so next up we've got our one arm row. We're going to show here with a partner. And let's just snug back towards the wall here. So we want to go kind of toe to toe at a 90-degree angle. And in level 1 here, we're going to have that partner in, elbows pretty close in towards the sides. All nice and braced up, ribs tucked in, shoulders back. He's just going to try to hold that position. And I am going to lean back, kind of like a plank form, and then just pull into a row and release. Feels like you're kind of tipping over before you get to pull in enough. You can step forward a little bit. Okay, so one guy getting some really nice core strength and stabilization, rotational control, and the other guy getting a really nice kind of pulling exercise that's really involving full body control and stability. Now we can be mindful of our bracing and our breathing as we're continuing on with this as well. In fact, both partners trying to be really engaged in that core bracing and breathing. And then we can switch sides. Set up again. Nice and strong, tucked in, braced, breathing, pulling forward. I'm finding I'm too much on my toes, so I'm gonna step forward just a touch. Get up tall, pull in, it's a little better. Extend all the way back. And this is a little better demo of my form here. Just looking straight ahead. I'd like to be looking straight ahead, have that whole spine nice and aligned. Not looking down at my partner's hand as I was there. Once you're confident in where your grip is at, where your setup is at, you don't need to be looking down. And we're just carrying on in this position for about a minute. Okay, thank you. So, last one here, and we'd switch, as partners here, or we can also do that one in a door frame. Next one here, we have our lunge to high knee. So, I'll show that in the side profile position. So, right here, from a lunge, gonna have this kind of a positioning where the down leg has an up arm, so it's reciprocal, and then we're going to a high knee position form right here. Okay, we can still try to integrate that breathing. We're looking for knee control in this front leg, so that knee is never collapsing inside. And we're looking for a lot of finish up here, nice and strong, with that leg that's kind of coming into hip flexion. Okay, we're going to turn that one around, and we'll basically set up the same thing going the other way. So we're here, braced. Really square angles as you're coming down. Things are in a pretty straight line here. Okay, so that's our little full body workout there, and yeah, that's what we got. So good luck.